5 out of 26. God damn. So that means we are almost 1/5 of the way through the game.
Yep.
Yeah. If we're going by gem.
If we're going by gems. And at the end of this level, I believe anyway that the Temple Ruins was one of the first levels I got the gem on.
Oh yeah.
Because it's fairly straightforward where all the boxes are in this one, and there's no bonus rounds or anything like that.
I always like the looks of these like Dark Temple levels the most.
They've got a lot of atmosphere.
Yeah, they're very atmospheric. And as we all know, that key word that gamers fucking in love with, immersion.
Immersion therapy.
It's so immersive. I generally hate the word gamer. I really do.
What, is the stigma around it?
It's just been memed to death at this point.
What about gamer girl?
I mean, that's not as bad.
It's not as bad.
No, just the idea of like, I'm a gamer, or we're gamers.
Single,
sort of
taken, gamer.
Oh god. Those horrific t-shirt designs. Oh no, I just didn't like it. I was like, oh, so you're a gamer? I'm like, I play games.
I wouldn't call myself a gamer.
I've
got other stuff going on.
I wouldn't describe it as my key personality trait.
He says, having 400 games in his Steam library.
Oh, 700 actually, but sure.
Okay, your story's changing.
No, I said 400 in my backlog.
Ah.
There's like 200 games. I have a separate category called 200 that's called the trash/not interested.
Oh.
And there's like about 200 games in that. And those are like...
Do you want to put anything on blast?
I mean, most of the time it's just games I bought in a bundle that just look trash.
Ah, okay.
Like there's like 2 games in the bundle I wanted that was like $5, and there was like 3 other games that were like garbage.
When I say that, I mean, like, is there anything specifically you want to call out as being a bad game that you've played?
That I played.
Like anything in your Steam library that... Was there anything in your Steam library that you bought, like...
That I was looking forward to?
You were looking forward to and then ended up being a real big disappointment?
I don't think so.
So you put the research in.
I mean, here's the thing. I try and get games I think I'd be interested in that have, even if they don't have like amazing reviews, I might try it out and I'll like it,
right.
Sort of thing.
So the stuff in your bad game library might not even necessarily be bad games. It might just be stuff you're not particularly interested in playing.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it's called the trash/not interested. And sometimes it's like stuff like weird like in some cases it's like there's a Skullgirls like public beta in there. There's like a For Honor test server thing in there.
Is there anything in your trash folder that you like objectively know is bad and don't want to play because of that?
Oh, I need to have a look. Where's my phone? There it is. I'll need to see if there's anything I can think of. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
It took every fiber of my being as you said that not to go, I don't know what your phone is. And that would have been bad for me because it was sitting right in front of me. It's not rhetorical.
Yeah.
Oh, barely made that one.
No, you bastard.
So you've got the list on your phone. Oh no, you've got Steam on your phone. Right?
Yeah, I have Steam on my phone that has a list.
You don't have a big like database app on your phone that like where you can like track all your games.
No, I can't be bothered. I tried using Play Night and GOG Galaxy 2.0 for that.
Oh yeah.
But it just got too much of a hassle to organize everything because sometimes it wouldn't sync properly.
Ah yeah.
And it would just cause like weird issues.
I've got a list on Excel that I keep updated fairly frequently.
Yeah. I mean, the closest thing I had to that is I have like something similar to Evernote called Joplin, which is like a note-taking thing.
Right.
And that I just keep track of like games I want to like check out, like movies, films I want to watch, TV shows I want to watch. Oh yeah, Air Guardians.
Air Guardians.
That does not look like a great game. It looks pretty.
I don't know how you can go wrong with a name like Air Guardians.
Air Guardians. Oh, there's a really good one. Oh yeah, Ball Lab.
Ball Lab or Ball Lab?
Ball Lab is a rolling ball. A spherical object that rolls.
I've always wanted to know how balls lab.
Barrow.
Barrow, as in wheelbarrow?
Yeah, but without a W.
Oh, so barrow.
Barrow. But I'm assuming it's Barrow. I don't know what else it could be.
If you make assumptions, you make an ass out of your assumptions.
Apparently it's not that bad of a game, but Bee-Fence.
Bee-Fence?
Bee-Fence.
As in a fence made of bees?
As in like a pun on the word defense, but it's bees.
Ah, boo. I want it to be a fence made of bees.
So yeah, it's spelt like defense, but with the B instead of a D.
This level's doing it for me. The muscle memory's coming back with this. I'm remembering
don't watch your way what you say. You might
I remember where to jump in these levels.
I mean, at least I don't have anything in my library that's like Hentai Hitler 3 or anything. Because those exist.
Hentai Hitler.
Those exist. I'm not even kidding. There's like a game called Hentai Hitler.
I'm assuming people buy that for like the meme of it, not
Yeah.
because they're genuinely into something like that.
I'd hope not.
Like, we're not here to kink shame, but I'm shaming you.
Hey, I said I didn't own it.
No, I'm talking to the audience who likes Hentai Hitler 3.
Oh yeah, Castaway Paradise. It looked like a really, really shitty Animal Crossing knockoff.
Yeah.
But with like, it has like that, like a really like generic, like low poly aesthetic.
Oh, you mean like every indie game?
Yeah. Just like, you know when everything like looks like angular and like polygonal?
Yeah.
It has that style basically. It's just like, oh yeah, Coffin Dodgers. You play as like old people, but it's like a kart racing game.
Oh, so it's not like Garfield Kart?
I do have Garfield Kart.
Have you played it?
I played a bit of it.
Oh boy,
it was not fun.
Oh dear.
I was like, this
See,
game's kind of rubbish.
my gaming fortes are 3D platformers and kart races. Again, I wonder what my inspiration for getting into those subgenres would have been.
One can only imagine. I've gotten more into racing games as time's gone on, but I'm into more stuff more like Forza. Like I played tons of Forza Horizon 4 because I got the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
And that had Forza, and the game is absurdly expensive. Like the base version of Forza Horizon 4 is $100. And if you want to get all the DLC, it's like $160.
Man, if you want to drive a car, drive a car.
Yeah, but I can crash in real life and die.
That being said, it does cost like less than $100 more than $100 rather to buy a car in real life.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. But that game's great, and I put a lot of time into it. A lot more than I have a lot of other games.
See, I just look at like those kinds of like realistic car racing simulators. I'm just like, man, I'd rather throw items at people.
Well, Forza Horizon isn't even that realistic in terms of like it's very arcadey in the way it controls. It's just
but like we had like Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
On PS2.
Well, Gran Turismo is just on another level when it comes to realism in terms of the way it handles.
My thing was more like I remember playing Gran Turismo. And it's like if you fall behind in that, like you just have to be good at the game to catch back up. There's no like catch up mechanics like there are in kart races.
Yeah.
And for me, that was just like, oh, I don't like this. But then
I want to be able to catch up by pressing a button and
I feel like I've matured on that as I've gotten older. Because now one of the things I hate about Mario Kart is like how like
easy it is to like.
No, it's more like. So like I recently got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, having owned the original Mario Kart 8 on Wii U.
Wait, you.
Wii U. And one of the things I hated about it, like, and that's something that exists in the regular game as well. Not regular, but like the original Mario Kart 8, is like how regular lightning bolts and blue shells can be. And it's like you can in the single player, especially when you're trying to like 3-star all the cups. You can play the exact same Cup, the exact same way each time, and just because of the item mechanic, you'll lose one time and you'll win another time. It's nothing that you did.
It's just RNG.
Yeah, whereas like the Crash Team Racing remake, it's much better at that. Like it never gives the CPU overpowered items because it knows that with items like that, the really overpowered ones, it's fun to use them against your friends and get hit by them with your friends.
Yeah.
But like when a computer does it, it just feels really unfair.
Yeah.
And also in CTR, there's like it's significantly more skill based than Mario Kart. Like you have to really learn the drift mechanics and all that stuff. So when you have the overpowered items, it doesn't really feel like they're the be all end all of whether or not you'll win a race.
I mean, it's kind of like why just playing when I play Smash, I always try and insist on full glory.
See, items in Smash, they're fine for me.
I know, but I just want to skirmish. You want to not have to worry about like items.
You want a game of skill.
Well, no. I just don't want to be cheap or to get cheaped out.
Have you played any of the Ultimate DLC yet?
No.
Do you know the Ultimate DLC?
No, I do not.
All right.
Really, if you're talking about characters,
the characters, yeah.
I'm not too familiar. I know that What a Face was
Ultimate
from ARMS.
Smash Brothers DLC that isn't a character.
No, the character from ARMS.
Min Min.
That's
the most recent one.
Yeah. And then there was Cloud a while back.
That was from the previous game.
And there was Joker from Batman.
Batman Joker.
And then
actually, the day that they announced that, we were playing Ultimate while the Game Awards were happening, and our friends really, Jared, he's watching the Game Awards updates on his phone, and when Persona gets announced for Smash, he
loses his shit.
He loses his shit, slaps my arm repeatedly, being like, Joker's in Smash, Joker's in Smash, and me having not played Persona or knowing what Persona 5 is, and they're like, what?
I was there.
What?
I was sitting next to him.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I remember that. And I was like, Joker for Persona 5.
It's in Smash Brothers now.
It is.
But they also added the Dragon Quest avatar.
Oh yeah, Hero.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Terry from Fatal Fury.
Oh yeah.
Terry Bogard.
I heard Terry can be a bit cheap. Or was he? Or did he get nerfed?
I don't know if he got nerfed or not. Terry has a lot of mechanics that are like unique to Terry and his game, so like they feel natural, but like when you get really good at them, it feels like you can really wreck house on people.
Yeah.
Like he's got he can like cancel dodges into different attacks and stuff like that. I don't know this, but I played Terry for a bit. Like he wasn't really leaping out at me.
I hope not. That'd be fucking terrifying.
Well, Terry's games had like the different planes thing. Like Fatal Fury had the jump into the background and fight some more, jump into the foreground, fight some more. But like, so of all the characters to jump out of the TV and attack you, it makes sense for it to be Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, so this level, Sunset Vista, I remember playing it with our cousin Nick the first time, and like we're at this point in the level, and it's very hard, so we've been dying a bunch. And then we collect that first Torna token, and we're like, what? That was the first one. We're not even halfway through the level. Oh, dear God. And then at the top of this next section, we see our first Cortex mask, and we're like, are you kidding? There's more to this level? God, it's so long.
Yeah. It's a long boy.
I think even just in terms of geography, this is the longest level in the original Crash game. Oh, boy. Because there's a lot of like waiting on the
platforms,
the sticky out platforms.
Ooh, that was a.
Oh, is this our first invincibility? No, we got it in the original first level.
We got it at the very start of the game.
The very start of the game had invincibility as well.
And
oh, come on! That was fun.
You did a good job.
I had invincibility too.
You should have just like not died.
Yeah,
you should have just kept falling.
Yeah, that's where I went wrong. You're right. That would have been smart.
No, I mean like with the invincibility, you should have just kept like falling
down.
as in,
oh, okay.
And then as soon as like the invisibility ran out, then you die from the pit.
So you have to wait for the invincibility music to stop, and then
it just shows you falling through darkness in the pit, and then you die once the invisibility runs out.
Oh, I just assumed that like it showed that it just shows the screen of like the level, and Crash disappears off frame, and then he just keeps falling, and he gets the music gets smaller and smaller until you finally like see the shoes pop up. Man, the bats. They're so much easier to deal with in the Insane Trilogy. Luckily, I can keep going because I didn't hit a checkpoint yet, so I can still get the gem.
I can't wait for some certain game journalists, to play Crash Bandicoot 1 on the original hardware.
What? Okay.
I looked away again, I did not see.
The platforms rotated and I fell underneath them.
It looked like he like, oh, okay. That was odd.
Oh!
Was that like at the very end of the fire?
I can cop that. The fire was still there. I jumped into it.
A little baby fire.
Give me that life back.
Wow, we've almost got 100 lives. If you get 100...
Son of a...
You did it again!
That time was a bit more cheap.
You should have waited for the fire graphic to disappear completely.
And I'm rushing again. I'm just trying to get this level done because I'm sick of it. Oh my god.
I think the worst part of replaying level is the music of the level restarts when the level restarts, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Does it? When you die, it doesn't restart.
No, I'm not in this game. I mean, like, in any game when the music of, like, a boss fight or a level restarts,
yeah.
and you have to keep replaying it, and at some point you just end up, like, angrily mimicking the music.
Yeah. Get out of here, bat. Oh, I didn't kill your mum yet.
Wow, there was a lot of vitriol, like genuine vitriol behind that statement.
These, but I remember how much
I didn't kill your mum yet!
Didn't kill your mum. She's next.
I'm coming for your mum.
So last night, I threatened to kill a baby.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It made sense in context, but
I hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that is a very terrifying statement. Very, very.
And it wasn't just like any, like, there was a baby in the room, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you, baby.
I'm gonna take you out the back and put a little something in your head, and it's not gonna be nice.
I'm I'm gonna go out the back with you, and then I'll come back out alone, and you won't be on the planet anymore.
Oh god.
And not in the sense of sending you up into space. Like, you won't be on this
It's
plane
like,
of existence.
you won't be on this. I will make sure you will not be on this planet more, because I'm taking you to space.
We're going to Mars, baby.
We're gonna travel to the solar system and beyond.
We're in the solar system already.
Yeah. We're already. Believe it or not, the Earth is part of a bigger network of stars and planets, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah.
In a vacuum of space.
I call this part of the game the wait for the cycles to line up section, where you just have to wait for the bats to fly past when the flame is on as well. So you can jump properly. I think that time is now.
My time is up. My time is now.
Is that a John Cena thing?
It was.
No! Oh my god, I felt...
Well, John Cena killed you.
Yeah, now I hit a checkpoint, so I gotta reset. Man, you can play this level without dying in the original game.
You know,
in the remake game.
I'd be able to much easily check my trash if I was able to open up Steam on this.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, actually, I can.
No!
Hang on.
No,
Hang on. 1 second.
I'm just gonna keep playing. Any deaths that occur, they'll be on you.
Yeah.
So you can't. I'm pretty sure you guys definitely can't say this, but we're playing on my brother's desktop monitor, and he's currently logging into Steam. I just died. He's currently logging into Steam while I'm playing.
Yes.
So you can probably hear the keyboard as well.
Don't worry, it's just gonna be a little sidebar on the side.
No, it's not gonna be anything on. That right.
Yeah. See, told you, it's fine.
I thought you meant for the audience.
God, go away. All right, there we go. See, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
That's the good place.
It's the good place where everyone is happy.
That's actually not what happens in the good place. So...
Wow.
I don't know what I did differently that time.
You hit it like the perfect point where it just goes full rotate.
I just stand on the platform for like a millisecond longer than I need to, and then it just rotates all the way around.
It's a very bad day.
812 games in your library.
812, yeah.
How many are currently installed on the system?
72. But yeah, here's the trash. I can actually have a look and see. So we got 2 angry video game nerd games.
Oh dear.
We've got Autobahn Police Simulator. That's a classic.
I don't think we can list all of these.
I'm not. I'm just like picking
that'd be
some favorites.
boring for the audience.
No, I'm just picking some favorites.
Favorites out of the bad.
Yeah, well, like as in like funny ones, I think. Dota 2 Test.
Why
That's
is
a classic.
Doki Doki Literature Club in your trash folder?
No, like I said, it's the trash or not interested. There's not necessarily always bad games in here. It's just games that I'm not interested in. I played a bit of Doki Doki. I just wasn't super into it.
To be fair, once you know the gimmick of the game, it's like it's not as fun anymore.
Well, once you hit like the first like plot twist, like in the game doesn't really peak beyond that.
Well, a big part of Doki Doki is playing it without knowing what it is and getting to that point.
Yeah.
Once you know what it is, it's a lot like, okay, I'm just waiting for that point to happen, and I already know that there's a twist coming, so like, what's the point anymore?
What is the point? What is the point of anything?
Alright, that cycle lined up pretty well. Oh, not again. Oh, that time it worked.
And now you wait. Small boy.
Eh. Alright, I'm back to the climbing section.
Oh yeah, Undefeated. That is not a good game.
What is undefeated?
What is undefeated? I shall tell you, dear sir.
Nothing's undefeated.
No. This level is not yet defeated.
It will be soon.
It is currently undefeated. Undefeated is cool for like 15 minutes, and then it gets super repetitive. Like the whole idea is that you're basically like an invincible superhero, and you're going around a very small city, basically stopping crimes and terrorists. There's like a total of like maybe 3 or 4 kinds of things you can do. There's like stop the terrorists, get people out of a burning building, and like 1 or 2 other things, and that's the only things that ever happen in the game.
All right, so it's a classic case of like cool premise, but you didn't do anything with it. Son of a
glitch.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things for me in like any media.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, that's a really cool idea. Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, that's all you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, I was playing it for like about 10, 15 minutes. I was like, okay, this is cool. Are we gonna do anything? No, we're not gonna do anything more than this.
For those of you who don't know, I have a pretty big background in theatre, and every year in Sydney, there's a thing called Short and Sweet Sydney, and it's a big festival full of 10-minute short plays. So like, there's like, they throughout like the 10, 12 weeks of the festival, there's like 200 different unique plays that are on. There's not a lot of wiggle room to not have the bad ones in there. Like each week, there's about 10 plays you watch. Usually the ratio is like 3 of them are genuinely good, 3 of them are despicably bad, and the rest are just boring.
Right.
Like, you don't know the pain of going to Sydney when you're from Wollongong and you see Sydney writers and Sydney actors and you think, like, this is not hubris, but I genuinely know I'm better than these people. Like,
it could just be the roll of the dice that those people just happen to not be very good, and it's not indicative of Sydney as a whole.
I suppose, but like everything that like we had the festival in Wollongong. Starting a couple of years ago, but that's only a 2-week festival, so we only do 20 plays, and maybe that's what, even then, like the ratio is about the same, because in general, like if you're writing for a short play, like anyone can write a short play. It's just 10 pages. You don't have to be like a good writer. You just have to know how to form a story, or not even that at times. So I'll give you a few examples, okay?
Yeah.
So I think in the recent year that I went to Sydney, there was a play where the premise was there were 2 pirates and one had constipation.
Right.
Okay. So I just told you the entire 10-minute rundown of the story.
Oh.
For 10 minutes, they're trying to fix the pirates' constipation issues, and there's horrible like
attempts at humor,
like revolving around the subject matter of people's shit.
Wow.
And then the play just ends without. I don't even remember if they cured the issue or not. Like, I was so not invested in that story, and it got laughs from the Sydney crowd. I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Maybe it's a cultural thing in Sydney that's really funny.
But then, like, there was this really bad meta comedy on that, like, was getting laughs from us Wollongong people for like because it was bad.
Yeah.
And then I could see people in the audience like leering at us because we were in a big group and we were like laughing, we were laughing a bunch, and then they were like, "Oh, this isn't art. What are you talking about?" And then they lost their shit at the pirate who couldn't shit himself. Like, you have no right to judge us if that entertained you.
Wow. You're really getting
And none of them are going to be watching. I don't
about
care.
this.
And any of them who are watching are people who I know well, and like they agreed with me anyway. So who cares? It's not like the writer of that play is going to be like knocking on my door after this goes up, being like, "How dare you insult my work of art?"
That damn content creator.
I don't think I even met them afterwards, so like, it doesn't really matter.
I didn't want to.
I didn't want to.
I didn't want to meet the person who wrote the pirate with constipation.
So the most recent year I actually participated in the festival. I wrote and directed one and acted in another. All right. The one I wrote and directed was about a hitman / assassin who was their target was a former hitman assassin who was their former friend as well. And like it was their conversations about like their lives and stuff like that. And there was a big build up of like, is he gonna do it? Are they gonna be convinced otherwise? Like, what's this about? And then the other one, it was the one I acted in rather. It was a sci-fi comedy about anthropomorphic animals on a spaceship, and they're trying to go back to Earth.
Oh.
And there's a gay robot.
Oh yeah.
For no reason. Like, I'm all for representation in that, but they were pretty like there was some of the gay jokes they made were pretty distasteful. Son of a.
Well,
I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna get the cortex. I'm gonna get the key, and then I'll go back for the gem.
Yeah. And I think adding a character just for the sake of representation without caring for character development is just not a great thing to do in general.
Well, they made a point of saying like, "Oh, I'm a gay robot. Like, this is who I am," and then like they made a joke later that like a bunch of the robots are gay. And it's like, okay, so that's not an individuality thing. You're just from a gay species. Like
you're from the
that's
gay
not,
robot
that's not the
species.
same thing as representation. Like a better story about like representation would have been like taking the classic tropes and inverting them. being like, oh, I'm from like, I'm a robot and I'm straight, but like my entire all the rest of the robots are gay, and like, you know, I'm not like I'm sort of an outcast.
I'm not like the other
I'm an
robots.
outcast because of it, and like that would
Yeah.
have been some pretty good commentary, like just in the reverse. But like they don't do anything with it. The character's just gay for the sake of it.
Well, even beyond that, just having a character be incidentally gay, but have their character be interesting beyond that.
Like, in fairness, it was a 4-person play, and like when you've only got 10 minutes, it's generally difficult to like really make unique and interesting characters in that regard. But like a bunch of the play itself, like we had to rewrite a bunch of it because a bunch of the jokes were not great.
Right.
Like there was some we just didn't even get. I can't even remember many of them right now because we rewrote a bunch of it, and I'm not gonna say it was better for it, but it kind of was. I don't know the timing of this one.
I feel like it's after the box slides away. Like when it, yeah.
Hey, get on it. Okay, I can die. I'm just going for the Cortex thing.
Yeah, but it's your pride that's on the line.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so if I clear this bonus round, this will have all meant something. And I'll come back for the gem when I do my replays. I just want to move on now. I'm sick of this environment.
And we're sure you are too.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Man, I got hit by the TNT by Aku Aku and he jumped me into the foreground. Damn you, Aku Aku.
He was trying to kill you all along. He was the real villain.
Damn it. Now I've got to start over. This is such a long level.
You don't want to know it's a great game?
What's that?
Welcome back to 2007 too.
But that's in your trash folder.
I know. I know it is.
What's the plot of Welcome Back to 2007 too?
I'll have to look it up.
Oh, don't do that.
I need to know what Welcome Back to 2007 2 is
If you
about.
did, you would have looked it up before now.
I don't even know where I got that game from.
Probably just some random bundle.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. It was developed by a company called Siberian Mouse. Alright, here's the description for Welcome Back to 2007 2. Would you say that 2007 cannot be returned? But after 11 long years, 2007 is coming back to us. Again! Welcome Back to 2007 2 is an old school platformer game.
From 2007.
You play as Emo Boy, who bridge over the difficulties to achieve his sacred wishes. Evil grandmas, chavs, security guards, goths, weeaboos, and haters appear upon his way. But our Emo Boy will never surrender.
Hi, middle-aged executives.
With help of tears, literally, he smashes his way. Wait.
Of course the emo has tears as an attack.
Wait, hang on. With help of tears, literally, he smashes his way, plunge your enemies into shock by shooting them with your tears. So buying of Isaac ripoff.
Okay.
I'm feeling here.
No, oh my God.
Game is really hard, so prepare your nerves for testing.
For nerds?
Nerves.
Oh, right.
You need to collect cigarettes in order to replenish your jetpack stock.
Oh, fuck off.
Your main companion and mentor is Emo Girl with guitar. She will not let you get bored and always will help you out with any advice on any trouble.
Okay, now I take it back. If this game plays it tongue-in-cheek enough, it might be good.
Well, it's got 83% positive reviews.
Okay, so it sounds like they play it for laughs.
Out of 36 reviews. So that's not saying much. Features, many levels, original soundtrack by Anacom, jetpack, cool story mode.
That's not a feature.
Sure it is. Oh god. They're making a game called Cyber Emo 2007.
Oh my god. I mean, it seems like this company have found their audience. And good for them, but...
Oh, this game looks great.
Which one? Cyber Emo?
All of them.
All of them. How many are there?
I'll have to check their thing. Hang on. How many
have we just discovered something that should not have been unearthed?
Okay, it seems they've made...
Oh, what's the name of the company?
Siberian Mouse.
Okay.
They have 104 followers on Steam.
Right. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad number.
I mean, it's not great. Okay, so it seems they've released about 5 or 6 games.
Okay.
There's Sock.
Sock.
As in S-O-K.
Okay.
Sock Max and Sock Min.
Are those two different games?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome Back to 2007.
Okay.
Welcome Back to 2007 2.
The classic follow-up that everyone was asking for.
Yeah, and Cyber Emo 2007. which is coming out on the 22nd, which came out on the 22nd of June. And if you can see, it looks like Cyberpunk 2077.
That looks like it was made in MS Paint.
Well, do you want to see the way this game looks? Let's go to Welcome Back to 2007 and see how the game looks.
Man, I'm gonna have to edit so much into this, unless I decide to remove this entire section.
You can't. It's a beautiful thing.
It's not, because I'm just like replaying Sunset Vista over and over again.
Yeah, here's a screenshot of Cyber Emo 2007. Let me get closer to that.
I'd rather not, honestly. I feel like I learned all I needed to from the wide shot.
I'm intrigued to see this this description for this. Oh, here we go. This is in quotation marks. Wake up, damn you, Emo. We have a lot of veins for cuts.
Oh no!
Cyber Emo 2007 is an adventure indie game that takes place in the Cry City, where tears, pain, and body tattoos are most valued. You play as E. So V. From... No, is it V? There's a character called...
For Vendetta.
No.
E for Vendetta.
Because in Cyberpunk 2077, you're going to be playing a character called, like, V or something. Like, they have one letter as their name.
Right.
A guy in search of a secret that reveals the mystery of its origin.
Keanu V.
Keanu V's. Your actions will not affect the course of the plot and everything that surrounds you.
Will not?
Well, it says will not.
Alright, so what's the point?
Features. Stunning, exciting plot with unexpected
Well, not really,
twists.
because the character doesn't have any impact on it.
Many jokes, Easter eggs, secrets, references, banter, and irony. Oh, I always love my Easter eggs and jokes with irony.
That's a feature, irony.
We feature irony.
No, that's a handy thing to have on the game description, because if someone criticizes the game and says it's bad, you can just say, "No, man, it's ironic."
Yeah.
Didn't you get the irony? It's on the box.
I'm getting the feeling that this might be a parody game. Like these guys make deliberately bad games on purpose.
I kind of think that might be what it is.
Which will be really lame if that's the case.
Why's that?
It's much funnier when it's like they're trying to make a good game.
Yeah, I agree with that mentality.
Like if it's something that's being like
that
made
being said,
bad.
that being said, like it's kind of sad for the world if someone pitched that as a game concept and then like went, yeah, that'll be a hit seller.
Well, thanks.
And that'll be in touch with today's modern gaming audience.
Well, thanks to the online marketplace, you don't need to pitch a game to anybody. You can just release a game.
I meant like pitching it to the other developers, like.
Oh right, yeah.
Like someone had that idea and like went to some game devs and went, "Make it happen, guys," and they went, "Okay, I'll devote my time and resources to this."
Advanced dialogue system with NPS.
Non-person shooters.
I don't know. A few endings.
A few endings. Oh, that changes everything.
A variety of gameplay. Cutscenes on the game engine. Boss fights.
Boss fights in an emo game.
Very high difficulty. Really, very high.
Very high difficulty.
It puts very high in capitalization.
Features. Difficult.
Okay, Boomer. We added the ability to select difficulty. Hard, normal, easy.
You.
Skin of the character changes depending on the environment. Colorful graphics, unusual locations, destructibility, and moving elements. So does that mean just platformers?
Destructibility in that you can break the game.
Yeah. Sonorously soundtrack.
What?
Sonorously.
The soundtrack is quite sonorously.
Sonorously.
That's not a word.
Sonorously. It might be, but I'm not confident. By Nitro Music Audio Lab. Cyber Emo 2007. Not a simple game. Get ready for a Souls-like challenge.
Okay, I'm glad we spent a significant chunk of this recording session like roasting this game company.
And don't forget, you are breathtaking.
Oh God. Okay.
Which, for those who don't know, is a reference to the Xbox Cyberpunk 2077 presentation where Keanu Reeves said, "You're breathtaking," after someone in the crowd said, "You're breathtaking." All matches are random. The game consists of jokes, banter, and irony. We're not trying to offend anyone. All game content is created as banter over various aspects of life and activity. The game is filled with humor, jokes, and positive.
It's filled with positive.
It's filled with positive.
Too bad the reception isn't filled with that.
All names, titles, places, and events are random. Our game is completely invented and is a parody.
Okay.
So there we go. Which is lame, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's also like saying something when you have to say it's a parody. Like, it means that, like, somewhere, either people didn't understand it or you didn't do parody well enough.
Here's the top review. Well, since Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed again, I guess I'll have to settle for this.
Okay, so it is directly a Cyberpunk parody.
Yeah. Edit. I did actually play it, and does seem just like another cheap shovelware game like others you see on Steam. Also, the most helpful Russian review is in Russian, and also gives it a negative.
I hope the most helpful Russian review would be in Russian.
Oh, God.
Alright, well, that's the key.
Oh, we've done it.
I got the key.
It just took Siberian Mouse to get us
I still have to beat the level, but I got the key.
We did it.
It's one aspect of the level I can look behind.
I mean, if we're going by keys, we're halfway through the game.
Yeah.
So, it's all good.
Ah.
I'm really curious what sock is. It's just Soccerban.
It's what?
Soccerban. That's the game where you push around crates to put in certain spots in the level.
Oh, okay.
It's literally all it is.
Oh, that one, right. I thought it was like a barn where you played soccer.
So where you just push around.
Oh, one of those
crates.
puzzle games, right?
Yeah, where you push around crates. The game you just push around crates aimlessly in a warehouse somewhere.
Give me those lives, I need them back.
Suck is a Soccerban classic puzzle game. The goal of the game is to move all the boxes to their positions. It's not as easy as it seems. The player can push one box at a time, but do not pull it off. What? The player can push one box at a time, but do not pull it off. As
in, like, don't pull off beating the level?
Do not pull off the box off the edge?
I think that's what they're trying to say.
Fascinating.
So what's this game a parody of?
I don't think it's a parody of anything. I think it's just a legit Soccerban game.
So they tried to make puzzle games and then were like, nah, let's just make parodies.
They couldn't even make an original puzzle game. It's just Soccerban. And they couldn't even come up with the original title. It's just the first 3 letters of Soccerban.
Every time you say Soccerban, all I can think of is like Charlotte's Web, but they're playing soccer.
Sokobam. Soccerban.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, are we getting the, what are we getting now? This level?
This is the last section of the level.
Oh. Who knew that Crash Bandicoot 1 was like 1 level?
Oh.
Hooray!
I did it.
Don't mess this jump up.
Oh no, he fell off the edge.
Oh no, he did it.
Man, you could not have paid me to jump, like, and miss that. Like, you could not.
How much money? How much money?
I just said you could not have paid me.
How much money? 100,000?
That would do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But you don't have 100,000, so it's a moot point.
But it's still the point that everyone has their price.
If anyone wants to pay me 100,000, I'll play Crash one day and then purposely fail on Sunset Vista a bunch just to get to the end.
If you really want that to happen, you need to be a gamer girl on Twitch. You need to get people to simp for you.
And you can get people simping for you if you're a guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, if you want to make,
I can't. But
if you want to make absolutely sure, is what I'm saying.